Hey everyone, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting. And tonight I got a quick haul for you guys. I've accumulated over the last couple of weeks. Things I picked up a little bit of eBay, a little bit of just online sources, otherwise, a little, here and there. But they've all kind of one theme, so I thought I'd just kind of hold them and do and show them off all together. So there you go. So let's see who all is hanging out. We had Ted hanging out, tailgating. Appreciate you doing so, sir. We got Unruly. I'm surprised he's not, when he saw the Star Wars thing, I'm surprised he didn't just fall asleep instantly and run away. But he's still chatting, so we'll see. GT Key, what is going on? It's all about that green check. Well, that's Skur, and he's, he's kind of manly, but, he might like it. You never know. Quagmire. It's in the GG Crazy. I always forget that. I just go with key. I don't know why I do that. So anyway, if you guys have been hanging out on my channel very much lately, if you've been watching any of the whatever reports where I talk about the new comics I'm reading, you know that I have really been enjoying all the High Republic stuff. Now I will say I bought the a copy of the A cover of every issue of High Republic. All the series, everything related to High Republic, I've gotten the A cover of because I've been reading them and enjoying them, and so I've been going back and trying to pick up a few of the variants and that sort of thing. Maybe get some second copies that maybe I could flip if they decide to do something with the project, that kind of stuff. And that's really what this haul is about. We got a bunch of Star Wars books in here, and yeah, so I know that's gonna make my friend Unruly, he's gonna fall asleep during this, but we'll try to keep it interesting by talking about some stuff. So we'll give just another minute. It's only been a couple minutes here. We'll give another minute for people to hop in before I show some books. But I hope you guys are all having a wonderful week and a good evening. And I feel like I'm very dark tonight. Did my lamp get bumped? Maybe. It's a little better, right? I'm not quite as still feel like it's just dark in here, but all the bulbs are going. This is the normal light. I don't know. Interesting. So we've been pretty slow on some stuff lately. I did put, this is basically the only thing I've really been after lately. I got some books that hopefully I can sell here as soon as they drop a Thor trailer. That'll get me some rip a little cash, that kind of stuff. Dre, what is going on? But yeah, we'll go. All right, well, let's get into it. So we got like 11 people in here already. So like I said, big fan of the High Republic stuff. So this was mainly what this haul is. And it's mainly, I got these all pretty much as lots. There were no single issues here. These were all lots, or multiple books from the same seller. So we did get a copy of High Republic #1, the A cover. First appearance of all three of these characters. Well, first full of this one, but first appearance of all three of these, as well as several other characters. So this is actually my second copy of the A cover. So this was kind of but it was in with some of the other books that I wanted. So I went on and grabbed myself a second copy that hopefully I can flip at some point. There's rumors to that effect. Nothing official yet, Unruly. So that's kind of where that's at. Good morning in the Philippines. Well, it's good evening here, but good morning to you. I'm glad you could hang out with us for a little bit, Gunny. Yo, Jimmy, what is going on? What is good, my friend? What is good? Next, a book I did not have. This is High Republic #1, but this is the B cover. I did not have the B cover from my original purchase. Originally, I purchased the A and the Stephanie Hans variant with Yoda and on it. So I went back and grabbed me a copy of the B cover. Hey, Warlord, what is going on? I'll click on you. So got that one as well. So now I have and then I grabbed. So those are the two. So that was adding a cover and then give me a second copy of the A that I could potentially flip at some point. I also grabbed a second copy of #2. This is the A cover for #2. So I got that. And then I grabbed the 1 in 25 of #2, which was the Ashley Witter variant. And I'm a big fan of Ashley Witter. Got the Mylar reflective glare going on there. But big fan of her. Some of her stuff. She did like some X-23 covers, and she's done some other stuff that I enjoy. And I've met her a couple times. She's usually either in Chicago or Kansas City or both. And so yeah, and she's always been super nice when I've talked to her. So and I enjoy her art quite a bit. So there you go. Yeah. So I did grab the ratio for less than what it's going, more than ratio, but less than what it's been typically going for. It's been coming back down slowly. And then I also grabbed, most of those were part of the same lot, the 1 in 25 of number 3, which is a little Skur in his little madness here. So a sweet cover of him. And that is also a 1 in 25. So now I have the 1 in 25 of number 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, so number 1, I got a bunch of. I got 2 copies of the A, the B now, 2 copies of the C cover, and the 1 in 25. And now I have 2 copies of 2 plus the 1 in 25, and a copy of the 1 in 25 of 3, as well as the regular A. So there you go. So if any of these hit, I'm going to be ready at some point. And then I got some copies, additional copy of High Republic Adventures number 1. I did obviously had a copy of this, but I managed to snag 2 copies for about what 1 copy is going for on the secondary market. So just slightly over cover for both of these. So that was a pretty good deal, and was happy to add both of those to my stack. And then I got the 1 in 10 of Adventures number 1, the Yoda cover that goes for a little bit, not a ton of money, but it goes for a little bit, and it obviously still has all of those first appearances on it. Yeah, I do love the Hans. He has the 70 Han. I have 2 copies. I think both of them actually have a shot at 9.8. So yeah, at some point I'm going to have to do like a big High Republic submission, probably. So send a bunch of these in, including like this Yoda one and some of these incentives and stuff. So yeah, the Hans is probably my favorite cover of number 1, for sure. So and then I picked up another copy of number 2, which I love this cover, and now I have 2 copies of this, and I should have 3 or 4. This is the first of the main kind of bad guy. His first appearances in here. I don't know why I didn't grab a bunch of these, but I didn't when my shop just had them sitting on the shelves before they went out of business, and yeah. So there you go. But so there's number 2. Good for you, man. I made sure I had a copy of everything, but I did not buy all the ratios and stuff. And I did okay because I bought these as kind of lots and stuff. I did okay on the ratios. I did better than they're going for individually, but I didn't necessarily steal them either. But and then I got the ratio of number 2. So I did not have a copy of that. So I grabbed the ratio variant of Adventures number 2. These are 1 in 10s on the Adventures side, as opposed to 1 in 25s. And somewhere along the line I got stuff flipped, but that's okay. And then I ended up, because the seller had these, I grabbed these as well. I grabbed a copy of, because I did not have a copy of it, Force Awakens number 1. The main A cover. So I know lots of people despise the sequel trilogy, I guess, or particularly the later ones. I like the characters. The trilogy has a lot of flaws, but I like Rey and Kylo Ren as characters, and now I have their first appearance, and just in case I got a second one too. And those are cheap. Like, those don't go for hardly anything. So hardcore buying 2 copies of every cover and ratios. Wow. See, yeah, I can't really bring myself to do that. I'm kind of regretting it a little bit on the High Republic stuff, or at least not buying more of the covers. But I'm just snagging them where I can find deals. Is kind of where it's at. And then then the last book was a throw-in on one of the lots, which already had a couple of these, which was the Free Comic Book Day Adventures one. So that is the haul. We'll go back through it real quick. But yeah, so I picked up some duplicates of some of the A covers, and then I picked up several of the ratios I was missing, as well as a couple of B covers in there, and the Force Awakens stuff. So that was my Star Wars haul. I thought it was a pretty good haul. It wasn't, I paid I did okay. I mean, I didn't steal anything, but I definitely did less than had I bought these all like individually from a couple of sellers. So yeah, stack those High Republic books. I think there's gonna be some value there eventually. Yeah, I think it's a fairly long-term play, but so yeah, at some point I'm sitting in pretty good shape. I have some duplicates of several of the key ones now, and then this gave me some extras. And there's a few that I'd still like to go back and get a couple of duplicates of, or a couple of covers, but yeah, I at least have a copy of everything, so that makes me happy. So yeah, real quick recap. We'll recap this real quick for anybody that comes in late. But yeah, we got that was a throw in, the free comic book day. We grabbed 2 copies of The Force Awakens, number 1. So we got the first appearance of Rey and Kylo Ren, and Blanket, and Finn, and Poe, and BB-8, all in that book. So that's good. We got High Republic Adventures number 2, the first monster in row, the 1 in 10 incentive, and we got a second copy of the regular A cover of that book. We got the 1 in 10 incentive of High Republic Adventures number 1 with Yoda on the cover that has like, there's like 6 or 7 first appearances in that thing. And then we snagged 2 copies of the regular A cover of that one. We snagged the 1 in 25 of number 3 of the regular series with Skur on the cover. And then we snagged the 1 in 25 of number 2, that Ashley Witter cover that I really like. So I'm glad to add that to my stack. We got another copy of number 2, the A cover. I now have an extra one of those. We got the B cover of number 1 that I did not have. And we got the A cover, a second copy of the A cover of number 1. So super happy to like add all of those to my Star Wars collection and my High Republic stuff. So yeah, so that is it. Wasn't really saying the part of the Venn diagram where this is true. This is true. Star Wars collectors have a tendency to go a little crazy. I'm very much a small time Star Wars comic collector. It's something I came to late, which is a mistake, because it used to be Star Wars books were cheap, and because they were cheap, I never really prioritized them. And I'm trying not to do that with High Republic stuff, because I do really enjoy some of these characters. I have really enjoyed the read, the novels, the comics, all of it I've enjoyed immensely. It's my favorite Star Wars stuff going right now, more so than like the TV shows. So I figured, why not, we'll go back and grab a few extras and see if we can take advantage of it if they go live action. And I can't imagine they're not. Disney's not putting out this kind of effort into this publishing thing, and then not going to make a cartoon series or a live action show at some point, or movies at some point, taking advantage of these characters. I just would be stunned if that happens. It's up there. I don't know if it's of the regular covers. So if you're thinking about the non-store incentives or non-store exclusives, it's right there. That number 2 is right there. The Hans is very close on number 1. But it's right there. You can make an argument for it, RV. I wouldn't argue against you too hard. For sure. Yeah. So he's on 9 and 12. 9 is the cameo of Lorna Dean, who's kind of another one of the main villains. 12, cameo of the Leveler. Yeah, so at least that's the way they're currently putting it out there. I think I have a second copy of... No, I don't have a second copy of 9. I do have a second copy of 12 already. I do have a couple of copies of 10, which is her first full. I got a couple copies of 8, which is the Reese Silas, who I think is the character that are potentially going to use. So yeah, there's several characters. 13. Or maybe that's which one's 13? I don't remember. 13. Well, Leveler doesn't appear fully till 15 is what they're saying. I forget. He's saying the one in 25s. Nice. I'm trying to get, like, my goal is actually to go back and get, because some of the incentives aren't the ones especially that people haven't latched onto as a key, like, aren't very expensive. I'm kind of wanting to get all the 1 in 10s and 1 in 25s. We'll see. I don't know if that'll happen or not. I may jump back to my bigger list. That may have to be a long-term play. We'll see. But I did grab a few. I found some deals. And I did spend, I mean, that stat cost me a little bit, but it didn't cost me too crazy amount. So I'm pretty happy to have it. And I got some books I can definitely move along too. So, all right. With that, I'm going to get out of here. I didn't aim for this to be very long, but I did want to go on and make a haul video. I want to thank anybody for hanging out and watching. Yeah, you can definitely steal some right now. So particularly if you look at some of the lots, but don't do that because I may do that. So, I mean, no, you can't. Don't look at that. So, all right. Peace out, everybody. As Unruly says, peace. And we will catch you guys later. Maybe.